Hey, this is Matthew Ryan. I'm up here fishing today on the Conejos River in southern Colorado, and we have peak foliage going on. Wow, like look at that valley way down there. Totally the aspens, the cottonwoods, everything is going gold right now. It's just so amazing to be up here this time of year. Anyhow, this is my safe space. Let's see if we can get this, if this wants to set. There we go, I think. All right. That's way cooler. So, yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about this upcoming retreat that we have both here in New Mexico and also especially in South Africa. Many of you have seen either in my newsletter or, online, and talking about over the last few years my work over in South Africa, where I have been studying with two just extraordinary human beings, two of my dearest friends in the world, dearest sisters in the world. That would be Rhoda and Zelkia. And over the years, they have begun training me as I've begun working with them in what is called the Grande Emergence Cleanse and Activation, or the Crystalline Purification Cleanse, as we've called this in the past. This is basically a 7-day process that came in through Rhoda and Zelkia over the last 20 plus years of their work and working with plant medicines and working with cleansing techniques, and learning how to support people in purifying their bodies so that just the grandest of most authentic emergences can occur for that being, whoever is there sitting in front of them. And I experienced this for the first time myself in 2018, and it was utterly life evolving and life affirming and life activating. And it called me in, that process called me in, and I've been blessed to be able to support them and to be able to learn from them, and then as well to be able to support clients and friends all over the world that have participated in this process. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about this and why it is such a special situation. The Grand Emergence refers to the planetary shift that we are deep inside of right now, and this is ultimately an energetic shift. Those of you that are familiar with me over the years, I've been talking about the phase shift for many years. The phase shift being the shift in between states of manifestation, states of energetic expression in our world, and moving from the so-called 3D, transiting that 4D, and then moving up into the so-called 5D. These are just ways of speaking about something that ultimately is a great mystery. And so, but it makes it easier to communicate in such ways. So this shift, this phase shift, the change in energy that is shifting us between the density of the material world into a higher form of expression of energy. I think we all are feeling this right now. Every ancient civilization in the world seemingly talked about this moment in time that was coming in their future, which is our present moment right now. The reason why we all have come here. And it's the awakening of this consciousness, the return to authenticity, the shift in frequency beyond these levels of distortion that have been artificially suppressing humanity and this world for eons, thousands upon thousands of years of time. And as we find ourselves in this moment, what Rhoda and Zelkia's gift of service to humanity and to Gaia is to support the people in this emergence, to the emergence of your consciousness, by being guided through a very specific and individually tailored process, whereby the distortions that are within your body, whether they be in your colon colon as far as parasitic infiltration or nanotechnology infiltration or chemical infiltration, all of the impacted material in the colon that has been in there and plugged in our bodies for literally decades upon decades. Ooh, I just had. Wow, that's very cool. That is an osprey, a bird of prey. It's a fish eagle, a freshwater fish eagle that lives in the Rocky Mountains. It lives all over the United States. But that was an osprey that just flew behind me, so that was very cool. As the breeze picks up from Mama Gaia. So this process is designed to clear those infiltrations out of your body, to remove toxic chemicals and heavy metals and mycotoxins and biofilm and all of these infiltrations that create interference in our abilities to express ourselves as our divine creator God beings that we are, these unlimited beings of light that we truly are, beyond all of the distortion, the mind control, the frequency suppression of the false light matrix, which has collapsed, by the way, and we are free. So this process is a 7-day process that helps us to claim that sovereign existence now. And so it's you go through 7 days of a dietary change where we will specifically tailor your diet. It will primarily be consisting of fresh squeezed fruit juice, smoothies made with fresh fruit and frozen fruit and nut butters and all these different things specifically tailored to you and your needs to support you in the process. And compounded with that, each day then would be a series of colon hydrotherapies, enemas, we call them flushes, to rinse out the infiltrations within the colon to help remove the parasites that we are killing in this process, to remove these infiltrations, to free the colon of the impacted material that is toxic and that has literally been inside of us for decades, harboring parasites within our body. And it doesn't matter if you've never left the United States, everybody has got parasites. Trust me, I do too. And so the removal of these infiltrations then frees the body from those types of distortions, and it allows the body to return into a harmonic balance, to return you into the place where the body becomes once again the temple of this consciousness that allows us the beautiful manifest expression that allows the divinity within us to come through us and to express through us while we release all of these distortions. So that is another component. There also is detoxification through infrared sauna in order to release these frequencies out of our bodies at a cellular level, pushing out chemicals and artificial colors and artificial flavors and heavy metals and radiation and nanotechnology, pushing all of this out of our body, supporting that with the infrared saunas. And then also each day we'll have some form of ceremonial components, often that will include plant medicines. And these are sacred, superconscious beings that have evolved with human consciousness and support us in the activation of our divine crystalline blueprint. And they support us by the transmutation of density from within the body out of the body. They support us in the transmutation of infiltration within our field, like what I call hitchhikers, or what we call attachments, that are plugged into our energy body. These plant medicines and this process and the colon hydrotherapy and everything is designed to pull these infiltrations out of our field and out of our bodies, out into density of the 3D density, and then we lift our frequencies into its highest expression. And so chief among these medicines then would be these African Bushman medicines that my friends in South Africa have worked with for decades now, and that have been working with me with these medicines for over 5 years now. And the primary medicine, which is literally a gift from God, or a gift from the one prime creator, the gift from the universe, is called Iboga. And the iboga is a very sacred plant that comes only from one location on Earth in equatorial Africa in Gabon. And the medicine that is contained within its root bark is a multi-dimensional experience. It is a gift from very high frequency light beings that intentionally brought a tool of healing into this world specifically for this moment. You know, this came into manifestation at some point in the eons past as the tree, the iboga tree, and that it's the use of it then beginning to work with human beings, and you know, held by the indigenous people in that area, and now worked consciously with beings of pure service and divine creation, as my friends Rhoda and Zelkia, to help receive this medicine then within our field that is higher dimensional, and it clears the distortion all the way through the field down through our bodies, often having miraculous results as far as healing within the body, healing within our soul, perhaps even most importantly, the clearing of ancient trauma, ancestral trauma that is being pulled through our fields during this moment of the Grand Emergence, and accessing aspects of ourself that were hidden from our state of consciousness up until that moment when we make this reconnection in with these sacred plants, and which help facilitate the connection into our sacred self, the opening of the high heart. So this is it's an utterly life affirming and life changing experience, of which when you come out the other side of the 7 days, you will not be the same. You will not have the densities of this world weighing you down. The horses agree. I don't know if you could hear that. There's a big herd of horses over there that just give me a little whinny, I guess you call that. But yeah, you will be, you will not be the same. You will be the most authentic expression of yourself that you have ever experienced in your life. Consciously, you know, maybe when you were 4 years old or something like that, but this is a whole other embodiment that is available to come through you. And so I just wanted to speak here a little bit about this process, because I'm sure that people maybe have seen it and maybe they don't quite understand in the little bit, you know, the limited amount that I could share about this process in my newsletter and the announcement of these cleanses. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You can contact me at Matha. It's funny, language is like going all over the place these days. Matthew, Mattthew, at gammawavehealing.com. And that's GAMMAWAVEHEALING.com. And I would be happy to answer any questions. But yeah, wow. This world is so remarkable. It's so beautiful. And I know there's a lot of noise out there right now. There's a lot of noise. As we move through the phase shift, the world is changing and the old control matrix is collapsing. But you know what stays steady? This. This beautiful world. All right, thank you so much. I hope you're having a beautiful day.